Yo, what is up YouTube? MrMelch here, bringing another brand new video. We are going over Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. What's going to be changing in Warzone, what's going to look like, and what that means for Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War moving forward. Now, I am going to get this out there right away. There is still a lot of unknowns about Warzone and what it's going to look like as we move into Black Ops Cold War. But all of this information is either confirmed officially by Treyarch, which they confirmed some information at the multiplayer reveal a couple weeks back, and or some leaked information that was leaked out by some credible sources that have been correct about a lot of Call of Duty information in the past. So take this with a grain of salt, and also throw in a little opinion in there at the end, but keep that in mind. Now let's start with the confirmed information that was released by Treyarch at the multiplayer reveal recently. Now Warzone is going to move into the cross-play and cross-gen as is Black Ops Cold War. So people playing on the original Xbox One will be able to play with people on the Xbox Series X and or people on the PS5. So that's not changing. You're still going to be playing with everyone that you've been able to play with previously. Now, another cool thing that they did announce as well is that all content that you've earned or purchased through Modern Warfare, now that being your skins, operators, weapons, all of that is going to be available still in Warzone as we move into Black Ops Cold War. So everything's going to be crossing over, everything's going to take over to the new game. You're still going to have all of your skins that you've purchased or earned, your operators, your blueprints, weapons. That's all going to be staying the same. You're not going to lose any of that. Now, this does make for an interesting twist on kind of what we thought we were going to see. I originally thought we were going to move into Black Ops Cold War. Everything was going to be moving to the new game. You wouldn't have your old Modern Warfare weapons, but that's not the case. So it looks like you might have a variation of ground loot, whether it be you still are able to pick up your weapons from Modern Warfare, but also you're going to still have options to pick up weapons from Black Ops Cold War and or vice versa. So I'm sure we can expect to see a very large variation of ground loot as we move into the new Warzone season, I guess if you want to call it, with Black Ops Cold War. So that'll be interesting. Next is the Battle Pass. It was confirmed as well that Battle Passes are still going to be making a comeback. As expected, they seem to be working well with the free version and the paid version, so you can still expect to earn loot and items and skins and operators and sprays and all that kind of stuff will still be existing and still going to be the same in Black Ops Cold War. So that is all the information that we know officially that was announced by Treyarch. All this other stuff is speculation and or leaked information. But with those limited sets of details, it does raise a lot of questions, like the notion that we're not going to be just going a full-on Cold War setting. There is going to be still intermittent mixed of Modern Warfare weapons, guns, operators, vehicles, all that. So it raises a lot of questions of, how does that make sense as far as a story goes? As you know, there has been a story within Warzone. So, are we going to be time traveling? Because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for a operator from Modern Warfare to be playing alongside an operator from the Cold War era. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So a lot of people think, there might be some time travel involved. They might tie it into the time travel machines from zombies. Now, as I mentioned zombies again, I might as well mention zombies have already been in the game. They've been in the files for a while. They haven't officially been implemented yet, but they are definitely in the files. Data miners have confirmed that. So again, it leads to the point of confirming, or maybe even not confirming, theoretically, that zombies and time travel might play a role in the connection of the Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War Warzone eras, if you want to call it that. And now that leads me into my next point. As you'll see with the tweet on the screen, Tom Henderson, you might know him as Long Sensation. He's a leaker. He does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. He clearly has some connections. He's been a relevant source in the past for Call of Duty information. And he says, Warzone news. Warzone will connect Modern Warfare, Black Ops Cold War, and the standalone Warzone title. Verdansk will be replaced with a new map, but the weapons, vehicles, etc. from Modern Warfare will remain. So as I mentioned, it appears we're going to be getting a completely new Warzone map, which I'm really happy about. Verdansk has been getting a little stale for me. Obviously, for people who play it a lot, not a lot has changed, in a large amount since the game initially launched with Warzone. So we're going to be getting a new map, but again, as I mentioned, the vehicles, the weapons, everything else from Modern Warfare is still going to be the same. Now, Tom later goes to tweet again as well. Warzone is essentially Infinity Ward's Warzone, meaning the same movement, same gun mechanics. Treyarch will just add cosmetic weapons, vehicles, and that sort of thing. So in Warzone, you'll be able to lean and mount with Black Ops Cold War weapons, whereas in multiplayer, you can't. And like he says, it's going to be interesting. So to clarify again, Warzone is not really going to be changing at all. The same movement, the same you know, animations, all of that is still going to be the same as it was with Infinity Ward's Warzone. That's not changing. The only thing that will be changing is, you know, Treyarch will be adding some content. They'll be adding their weapons, they'll be adding their operators, and obviously a new map to potentially fit that Cold War vibe. But other than that, you know, Warzone's not changing. Your gunplay, everything's still going to be the same. The only thing that's going to change is some weapons and some skins and a new map. And now lastly, with that being said, I'll lean into kind of my opinion on all of this. I'm honestly very happy if this is how it's going to play out. I don't think it would be smart for them to just up and change Warzone's gunplay and how it works and the mechanics and all of that. I just don't think it would work well if they changed it all. Obviously, Infinity Ward had something good when they started Warzone. All of that was implemented. It's great. No need to change it. But like they said, they're adding in a lot of new content with the new weapons, a new map, all of the Cold War content that you would expect to see from Treyarch. So it's great because that'll bring a new twist and a really big fresh start for the new year with Black Ops Cold War. And I think it'll be a great change of pace for everyone who loves to play Warzone, especially as it is. So with that being said, I'm sure we're expecting a lot more information in the coming weeks as we get obviously more information on the release of Black Ops Cold War. Warzone Season 6 is approaching, and obviously there's still that teased live event that we're going to get with the rocket on the Warzone map. I'm sure that may play into how this transfers over to Black Ops Cold War, but that is for another video. So with that being said, thanks you guys for watching today. Leave a comment down below what you like about this. What are your thoughts about the new Warzone, you know, where it'll be going. Like the video. If you like my content as well, I'd love if you subscribe, support in the future. Tune back later for more videos in regards to Black Ops Cold War, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, anything, zombies, all the above. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time.